Good evening, everybody. On behalf of the Engineering Institute of Technology, I would like to welcome you all here to the 2022 EIT graduation ceremony. Absolutely. My name is Kim Span. I'm from Engineers Australia, where I am the Student and Graduate Engagement Manager, and I'm your MC for tonight. What that means is that I need to keep everyone on time to make sure that we get out to the Champions Terrace as quickly as possible. So I'd like to extend a special welcome to all those people who have travelled a distance to be here tonight. There are graduates from 19 countries around the world joining us both here in person and online this evening. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate you on completing your qualification. You have reached a milestone in your life journey through diligence and perseverance, and you should feel so proud of your achievement. It's a really exciting time to be an engineer right now. You have opportunities to be at the forefront of new and emerging fields and technologies like renewables and space and all sorts of other exciting things, and you can make a huge impact, not only on the world that we are living in, but on the world that we're going to leave behind for future generations. This is both a privilege and also a responsibility, and I encourage all of you to consider how the qualification that you are celebrating tonight is the stepping stone into a diverse and constantly changing environment that you have the power to help shape. Tonight's program will include a welcome to country ceremony facilitated by Robin Collard and an address from Terry Healy, who represents the Minister for Education and Training. After that, we'll have an address from the head of EIT's academic board, Dr. Gail Dennett, and an address from EIT Dean, Dr. Steve Mackay, and EIT Deputy Dean, Indamar TV. We'll then move on to the graduation presentations, and once the presentations are complete, we'll take a short break at around 6:50 p.m. I'll ask you to reconvene into your seats by about 7 p.m. so we can have the graduate special awards. At 7:30 p.m., the ceremony will conclude, and we will invite you out onto the Champions Terrace to join us for a cocktail party where we will be serving canapes and a variety of alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. Now, before we welcome Robin Collard to the stage, I need to point out a few housekeeping matters. The toilets are located out the door and to your right down the passage that you came along. Emergency exits are where the green signs are on my right. We also have our graduation coordinators here this evening, Anna, Eru, and Vinka. They're here for any questions that you may have, so please seek them out. Anna and Vinka, can you stand up? Wave, there we go. Hi, there's Anna, great. In fact, can I have all EIT staff stand up, please, and give a wave? All EIT staff, stand up and let everyone see the amazing people who have helped them on their journey here today. We also have a professional photographer here to photograph the event, and photos will be made available to all attendees by the end of next week. Now, without any further ado, I would like to welcome Robin Collard for the Welcome to Country. Robin is a Noongar yoga from the Whadjuk and Balladong groups and is a mother of 3 and nana to 13 beautiful and talented grandchildren. Her wider family includes the Maguire, Bennell and Shaw families with connections to the Tiwi Islands. Robin has developed cultural education programs, offers cultural safety advice from an Aboriginal perspective on a range of issues, and builds capacity with everyone she meets. Robin comes with a wealth of knowledge and experience in her career that covers roles within government and Catholic education systems as a principal, team leader, and education consultant from across the Northern Territory and WA. Over to you, Robin.
Kaya, my name is Robin Collard and I am honoured to be here this evening to welcome you to Noongar Whadjuk country. As I sat at the table, I asked, where did all these students come from? Across the world. So it means that the welcome to country that I would normally do, I'm slightly changing that now. And I will explain to you the things that I bring. For Noongar people here in Perth, or Boorloo, which is its traditional name, our ancestors would bring the message stick of peace. It is like a passport when you travel from one area to another. Here in Australia, we currently have over 250 different Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander languages. In the past, we used to have over 750 Indigenous languages to this land. We still have 250. We are still here, connected to our land, our country, and our family. So my message stick shows the footsteps on either side. The wargle, or the rainbow serpent, that is a part of the Noongar Indigenous creation stories that belong to this land, just as you who are Indigenous to your land have stories that tell about the creation of the land, the waterways, and how you continue to keep your stories alive that belong to the land. And for us, it is the wargle, or the rainbow serpent. So this is my message stick of peace. Thank you. I also have my tapping sticks that you will hear. And these little shakers are the nuts of the zamia palm that have been cleaned to assist me in calling Kwap Wirran, or the good spirits, to this event this evening. I am one of many traditional owners and custodians of this land, and I humbly welcome you here to Whadjuk Budjar this evening. Budjar in Noongar is the land. We stand here and sit. You will listen, look and learn about the Noongar people that belong here. The place where I stand is Boorloo, or Perth, and just down the road here, or the river, is Martagara. And you can see that beautiful bridge just outside here. Its name is Martagara Bridge, meaning the river crossing where the water came up to the top of your leg. And this is where all Noongar people would cross over because it was shallow. And just down on the little Harrison Island that you can see to your left is a very sacred women's area, the birthing area, where those beautiful new babies would be born. And of course we go down the Derbil Yerrigan, or the Swan River, and we travel towards Fremantle or Walyalup, and we cross the Wadron, or the ocean, to Rottnest Island, that is also known as Wajima, the place of. And here in the metropolitan area we have many significant places for Noongar people, and they all have their traditional Noongar names. Jalgara, or the Canning River. Karamura, which is the Darling Ranges, or as Noongar people know, the Black Ranges, the Black Hills. In the cold season of winter, our Noongar people would stay up in the hills and they would mine the rock or the boya so that that could be used in traditional axes and knives for hunting and gathering, and also for trading. So young people today think that boya is the word for money, but it isn't in Noongar. It's actually the trading commodity, which is the rock, the granite that makes the traditional axes and knives in the past. So there are many stories to be told here. We go further over to Guildford, the place of many trees, which is also known as Mandun. Further north we have Joondalup, the place of Jinda. Jinda is a Charnock woman or a spirit woman with the long white hair. She resides in many places here in Perth. We have to be careful of Jinda because she may tangle up the children in her long white hair and take them up to the sky to become the Milky Way. So there are very many stories. You are only hearing one little tiny bit. But I'm truly honoured to be here this evening and welcome all of you from your lands across the sea. Nunakan yang court nija Europe nija nunakan nija. Kaya wanju, babinga yaka. Babinga in Noongar is to make friends. Yaka is the Noongar word for work. So babinga yaka, make good friends in the work that you do. So for me, in studying and being a teacher and a principal, and then doing further education at Notre Dame University, I know what it feels like. But I was lucky. I had my children and my grandchildren to come and be a part of that ceremony. I was only one Aboriginal person to be graduating with my masters that evening. So I know how special this is for all of you. All of that hard work and to be here sitting in this beautiful country and what beautiful weather and the land that we see. Yunka, thank you for coming here this evening.
Thank you, Robin. That was an incredible welcome to country, and I learned so much. Thank you. I would now like to welcome to the stage a special guest of ours tonight, Mr. Terry Healy, MLA. Terry is a member of the Legislative Assembly of Western Australia and will speak on behalf of the Honourable Sue Ellery, who is Minister of Education in WA. Terry entered Parliament having previously been a proud teacher at Southern River College and a former councillor at the City of Gosnells. Terry is passionate about education and the opportunity it gives students to succeed in life. Welcome to the stage, Terry.
Good evening, everyone. It is an honour to join you tonight. If I can, first of all, acknowledge the land on which we meet and thank Robin for the most beautiful welcome to country. And it's an honour to be here, and I also acknowledge the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which we meet. Our head of the Academic Board, Gal Dennett, our Dean, Steve McKay, to all of our graduates and their families and mentors and supporters, hello. My name is Terry Healy. I'm very, very honoured to be here as the Parliamentary Secretary for Training on behalf of the Minister and to celebrate with you as graduates of the Engineering Institute of Technology. I also understand this is our first graduation in 3 years as a result of COVID, so congratulations to all of us for just being here. And a special shout out to those that are joining us online. Again, I heard you say 19 countries. Absolutely phenomenal. It is just wonderful to be here, again, as I've said. We celebrate tonight the achievements of graduates from the vocational education and training and higher education sectors. As was mentioned, I'm a former high school teacher, my job was often about advising young people about careers and discussing the importance of what a piece of paper is in terms of a certificate or a diploma or any qualification or experience that can travel with you for the rest of your life. And sometimes doing a qualification, it helps you work out what you do or don't want to do. But it is very, very important that we collect those pieces of paper and as part of the journey that we're on as young people, as students, as mature age students. I'd like to acknowledge those that are graduating tonight from a number of engineering disciplines, including electrical engineering, biomedical engineering, civil engineering, industrial automation, mechanical engineering, science. And again, I congratulate all of those graduates from EIT programs from 2019 and 2020 and 2021 and 2022. And I acknowledge the perseverance and dedication you've done in completing qualifications during this. And to be honest, if you can complete a qualification during the last 3 years, you'll make it well in life, because that's about perseverance and that is about dedication. And look, please know that we are all very, very proud of you. And we're proud of your families that have supported you through this. And I think it would be true to say that the world needs you as qualified people and skilled people. We need you now more than ever. I will do a recruitment thing if you are watching from overseas, we'd love you to come to Western Australia, and please come and if you're here now, please stay, because we need you now as well, more than ever. You know, Mark McGowan certainly endorses that message. Friends, look, I just wanted to say again, it's an honour for me to join you tonight. Congratulations again to you and your family. If there is further study and opportunities, please know there's an open invitation to please continue your studying with EIT and a number of other qualifications. And again, tonight, if there's a chance for you to get a nice photo with your support person or the mentor that's here, please take that opportunity and make sure that they get a chance to share and record tonight's moment with you. But again, look, congratulations and good luck for the graduation and walking across the stage. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Terry. And I would like to reiterate what Terry said from Engineers Australia's perspective. We would love to have you stay in Australia, and WA in particular. Next, I would like to welcome to the stage Dr. Gail Dennett, who has travelled from the beautiful Tasmania to be here tonight. Gail is the chair of EIT's academic board. She has over 28 years' experience in higher education from universities throughout Australia. Welcome, Gail.
I would also like to acknowledge the traditional owners of this beautiful land, and acknowledge our special guests, Terry, Colleen, thank you. Welcome my EIT colleagues and graduates and special guests. To each of you who are graduating today, my congratulations. I agree with Terry. It's been amazing that you've been able to complete this in this very difficult time. I think it really does demonstrate resistance and resilience, and that's so valuable and holds you in good stead in your future, because we know that life happens and there will be all sorts of setbacks and challenges, but you've already demonstrated that ability to persevere and bounce back and continue. And today should be a celebration of all that you've achieved. I'd like to encourage you today to take some time to reflect on your achievements, also to think about those people who've helped you on that learning journey and take a little bit of time to acknowledge them. It's also a time to think about how that learning has actually either reinforced or changed some of your values. Entrepreneurship is understood to be the creating or launching or managing of a business or social enterprise. Entrepreneurs can exist in any career field, but I think engineers are especially well equipped for an entrepreneurial challenge. You're problem solvers, and your designers. And you've acquired a very productive balance of creativity, practical skills, and knowledge. And all those group assignments that you did, well, they've taught you how to work with other people. You are well placed to design a new product or a new process or improve something that's already there. Traditionally, entrepreneurial success has been measured in economic terms. But there are also social entrepreneurs tackling social, cultural, and environmental issues, and they measure entrepreneurial success a little bit differently. The youngest ever Nobel Prize winner was a social entrepreneur and an activist. Malala was concerned with educational opportunities in Pakistan when the Taliban banned schooling for girls. She started her work when she was 11 years old. When she was 15, traveling in a bus home from school after finishing her exams, she was shot. She survived, and she went on to establish a foundation in the UK, and for her efforts was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. I'm telling you this story for two reasons. First of all, to let you know that entrepreneurship can be risky, and also that it demands resilience. Now, hopefully, none of your entrepreneurial efforts will end in death threats, but still, there are other risks. There's the risk of financial loss, you might have career setbacks, and maybe even more importantly, there may be strained relationships with the very people that you love most of all. So you might ask, well, is it worth it? And I'd say probably, because as Kim and Terry have pointed out, we have lots of big, wicked problems in this world, and we need the best minds to tackle them. There is the potential to create a positive and sustainable change. There is the opportunity to make things better for yourself and others around you. And when your entrepreneurial activities are closely aligned with what you value personally and how you see your professional career unfolding, it can be really inspiring. But to balance that risk, we really need to develop resilience. So I want to be able to talk about how you might be best able to adapt to setbacks, adapt to change, and bounce back from difficulty. 4 things. The first of all is about aligning values and purpose. So I'm going to suggest that you actually apply some of your problem-solving skills and design experience to yourself. Do a bit of a SWOT analysis. Identify what your strengths are, where the opportunities are, some weaknesses and some threats. Spend some time thinking about what you value, what's really important in your life. Do you want to be an adventurer? Do you want to be well-traveled? Do you want to be financially successful? Do you want to be admired? Do you want to be respected? What matters to you? And then think, are your life choices actually aligned with those values? As I mentioned, if your entrepreneurial efforts are closely aligned with your personal and professional values, it'll be much easier to remain resilient. But this is a task we can't just do once. It's something we need to return to many times in our life, because time and experience changes what's valuable to us. And it's important that we keep in touch with those changes to keep the right life balance. The second thing, fostering social support. It's really important to build strong relationships with family, friends, and colleagues. This takes time and effort to build and sustain trusting relationships, but these relationships are the best buffer against any unexpected challenges and setbacks that life can bring and will bring. Sometimes it just takes a simple thing, an unexpected text message to someone you haven't seen for a while. Thinking of you, how are you going? But often it will take a lot more. It may mean that you have to set aside your own priorities for a time just to be with someone else and be present. The third thing, this is about self-care, and this message is going to sound very familiar. I think you need to get lots of sleep, and you need to exercise regularly, and you need to eat a balanced diet. You need to care for your body and your mind if you're going to be able to create some miracles at work. And it's just as important to rest as it is to work. It's just important to laugh as it is to focus. It's really important to try and find balance in every day, to take time to notice and experience something that's beautiful or uplifting, and to nurture an optimistic outlook on life. You've got to learn to be your own best friend and practice gratitude. It's a message that's repeated every time we board an airplane. Fix your oxygen mask first before helping someone else. But the helping someone else is my last point. Education is a gift. It has the potential to transform the trajectory of your life. Volunteering and helping others are ways to repay that gift, but also a way of creating meaning and purpose in your own life. Helping others can boost our confidence, increase self-esteem, and distract us from day-to-day concerns. It's a good antidote for depression and despair. And it can be achieved very simply with acts of kindness at home, in your neighborhood, or in the workplace. Today is a milestone, a turning point. It's a day you will remember. Enjoy it. And be prepared to be generous in sharing your knowledge, experience, and expertise with others throughout your career. I'd just like to conclude with the following advice from Mark Twain. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than the things that you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. Thank you.
Gail, that was absolutely beautiful, and it's reminded me to actually stop and smell the roses. And I hope that you will all take Gail's advice and live what she has just said. So many real pearls in that, from giving back and making the most of your career to looking after yourself and everything in between. That was just really fantastic. Thank you. Now, before I call our next speakers up, we actually got a couple of minutes, and I want to share something with you that wasn't scripted. This is a conversation that I had earlier this evening with the Dean of EIT, Steve Mackay. We were sitting here and we were talking about graduations and students and grads and life. And there were a number of times the same word came up. Steve used the word passionate about, I'm going to say 10, but I exaggerate, probably about 4 or 5 times in our conversation. And I think that's what sets the course that you have studied, the tutors that you have had, apart. Because everyone who I have come across at EIT is so passionate about what they do and about you, their students. So I just wanted to say, be passionate. That's something I think that came through in Gail's speech as well. Be passionate. You can have those problem-solving skills, you can be resilient, but it's passion that's going to make you make a real difference. On that note, I would like to now invite to the stage Dr. Steve Mackay. Steve is the founder and dean of EIT and has been involved with the engineering profession for over 40 years. That doesn't make him old. That just means he's been clever for a long time. He asked me to throw in a joke. There's Steve, there's my joke. Steve is a fellow of Engineers Australia, and he's also a chartered professional engineer in chemical, mechanical, and electrical engineering. Joining him on the stage is the Deputy Dean at EIT, Indamar TV. Indu is a chartered professional engineer and a fellow of Engineers Australia with over 18 years' experience in engineering, leadership, and engineering education. And she is currently working on her PhD in engineering education. Please come up to the stage, Steve and Indu.
Just want to obviously thank Kim for that lovely address, and obviously pay my respects to the country we're sitting on and standing on, and obviously the elders past and present, and that very good address from Robin Collard, Auntie Robin. And I'm going to say a few words, and then I'll be hopefully interrupted by my good colleague here, Indu. The amazing thing is that we had some people flying in from all over the world into this location that we are now today, and it's absolutely quite surreal. Beside our academic chair from Tasmania, we've had huge numbers of people from, and I can list the countries, which are just quite amazing that are physically here. Not only from Australia, Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, but also from Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea, Ghana, Zimbabwe, Papua New Guinea. Just thank you so much for coming along to this day, this moment in time, in this place, to celebrate your incredible achievement. I'm always absolutely humbled by meeting you people, because you are just incredibly resilient, persistent in this really tough time. So it's fantastic to be here. Okay. I'm just going to say a few words about my career and entrepreneurship and resilience and how they define me. As Kim says, I have a passion for engineering and education, and you only need to come to events like this to be recharged and to move ahead with great happiness and satisfaction. I'm also passionate about learning. So Terry Healy, MLA, who came along and spoke about education, it's an ongoing journey. You'll do it from when you're born right through, and hopefully you'll continue well into your 80s and 90s, and constantly being curious about the universe and what's around you. So that's something which I'm passionate about, is ongoing learning. And it doesn't mean formal courses or anything like that. It just means asking questions, critical thinking all the time. As far as entrepreneurship, as my good colleague Dr. Gail Dennett said, you do experience a huge amount of failure and personal stress, and I am an example of it. I've failed repeatedly over many years trying to set up what we are celebrating today. It is a huge amount of emotional stress trying to get degrees, diplomas accredited and run online. People said, you can't do this sort of thing. This is unacceptable. So that failure repeatedly all the time it's ingrained in me. But you just got to keep persisting and keep moving. And obviously the other challenge is we're now facing huge challenges, and Dr. Gail Dennett referred to it, with climate change. And there's going to be huge challenges for us, lots of angst. But at the end of the day, there are huge opportunities for you as engineers, technologists, technicians, to actually deal with these challenges and capitalize on them and solve them and improve things. So that's, a great opportunity going forward. So you can look at the negatives, but also look at the positives. I just want to pass the baton over to Indu, and you go for it.
Steve. Hi everyone, both present here as well as students online. Welcome to your graduation. My name is Indu, and as you know, I'm the Deputy Dean at EIT. My background is electrical electronics engineer, chartered engineer as well, and also a fellow of Engineers Australia. And like Steve said, I'm currently doing my PhD as well. Now, I think most of you here are working and studying at the same time, so most of us do understand how difficult that is. But if you can handle this kind of stresses, I think you can go anywhere in life and achieve what you want to do. Yeah, it's not going to be a difficult thing. Now, Steve, do you want to talk about what we have here ahead for EIT?
I'll say a few words, and then hopefully you'll interrupt me. Okay. Thanks very much, Indu. It's always a bit difficult when you're male, pale, and stale like me, but I will carry on. So really, what lies ahead as an engineer, as Terry Healy said, MLA, we are desperately looking for engineering technologists, and you can clearly see it in Australia and other countries in the world. I mean, I was talking to someone in Montana last night, and he said, you just can't find engineering professionals in America. It's really, really hard. So there's a huge shortage of STEM professionals, and because it's a hard gig, and we all know that. You can look forward to a hands-on practical career, obviously good remuneration, and obviously the great thing about engineering is that you can work in Papua New Guinea or in Perth or Meekatharra. It doesn't matter. Your skills are in demand. Whereas if you do law or medicine, moving from country to country is a lot more tricky. And then obviously achieving something significant in your career. You can build something which will stand the test of time. You only need to look at this bridge here for an example of something which will be here long after the creators disappeared.
And I think engineers have a very diverse background. I think from no matter what type of engineer you are, you would have worked with a lot of your team members from other engineering disciplines and non-engineering disciplines. So it gives you a diverse set of skills to solve the problems in the world. So I think the next generation is actually in the hands of engineers, the people in this room. You are able to take the challenges in the world and solve the problems.
Just a few words about our short and long-term plans, and hopefully Indu can add a few words. And yeah, really, we've won the National Export Award of all universities in Australia, other educational institutions. And again, it's not just me or Indu, it's the whole team here. And our team is extremely passionate, driven, enthusiastic, and I'm always humbled being in their presence in what they keep doing all the time. And this National Export Award was amazing. And then we've also achieved an incredible ranking, #1 engineering undergraduate experience, and #2 for postgrad. So, those sort of things are not one person, it's by the whole team, the leadership team and the individuals. And again, I'm always absolutely humbled and grateful. And
this is among all the universities in Australia. So if you compared all the universities in Australia doing engineering, we came #1 and 2. So it's actually good to all of you.
And I should say, it's not only EIT, the actual staff and leadership group, but it's also you guys. And you should take a clap for yourselves, because you are the ones that did it. And that's the beauty of EIT. It's not just staff, it's also you guys. Wherever you are in the world, it's always humbling. And obviously we're always slowly expanding our student numbers, 20-30% every year. That can be a good and a bad thing, depends how you handle it, but we've got a very good compliance team with Caroline Patterson and co, and that also helps keep us straight and narrow, avoiding taking any chances. Okay, I think we'll pass this on to you. You can do
Thank
this.
you.
Thanks.
Thank
I'll give
you.
you the difficult ones.
All right, so just a few things, I guess, from the whole of the academic team here at EIT. Hopefully your education has prepared you to think globally, and I think we can see that from the diverse group of students we have here, both present here as well as students online. So think globally, keep learning, because the journey never ends. It's always a journey that continues. With all the stuff that's going on in the world, you're living in a landscape that's always changing, which means you always have to be learning, adapting, and pushing yourself to the next level. So keep learning and keep improving your opportunities, which means, don't wait for the perfect things to come into place together before you embark on something. It doesn't matter. Things can be a little bit, disconnected, but put your foot forward, take that opportunity, put your hand up, and take the challenge on. That's what's going to set you apart. I mean, if you look at it in this room, you've got about 100 graduates here or more. What is going to set you apart? Taking that challenge, getting out of your comfort zone, not being fearful, that's what's going to set you apart. So take the challenge on. Don't stop. Don't be put off by, I still don't have that, I don't have that fully. Don't wait for that. Communication skill is one of the key things, and hopefully, again, in your classrooms, you've been able to communicate, work with your team members, and bring that communication skills. Don't be afraid to voice out, your thoughts. That's very important for engineers. We are very bad at it, but that's one of the things that you're going to need at your workplace. Yeah, you need to be able to communicate what you're thinking, not in technical terms, but in layman terms to everybody else in the room. Okay. Be true to yourself, and that's one thing. If after you graduate, the job you're doing, it's not something you like, create your own journey. There's no one set path. No one's going to tell you, you have to do this and do that and do that. There's no one set journey. Create your own path where you're passionate, find your true self, and follow that. Don't be afraid. Yeah? I think critical thinking is something that we've talked about many times in your classroom. So I think as engineers, you do have to think critically. If you're not thinking critically and not considering all the different problems, there will be not a strong bridge ahead. So think critically and keep pushing yourself forward.
If I can just jump in there before Indu does the last slide. In my opinion, and often driven by my wife, and that is the need for good communication skills. I can't emphasize enough how engineers get shortchanged. They're absolutely shortchanged when they don't communicate well. You can be the best designer in the world, but you've got to be able to communicate it in simple, unfortunately, English, and that's often an issue. But you've got to communicate your ideas and your concepts in simple English and in terms that your grandmother can understand. And if you can't do that, you probably don't understand it properly, or you need to improve your communication skills.
I know Kim's standing here trying to get us off the stage. I'll just finish with one last thing. Now, people often tell you, dream big. I say, don't dream big. Do. Keep doing things. Take your small steps and achieve that big goal that you have. And we're all engineers. Let's do what we do best, which is create a brighter future for everyone around us. And with that, congratulations to all of you.
Thank you very much, Indu. That was great. Just one minor housekeeping issue, and Kim looked at me rather bemused. Someone's left their car keys at the reception area, so if you're hoping to go home tonight, you should collect them before someone collects them before you. Otherwise, but thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve and Indu. And that is the end of the speeches for this evening. We will now move on to the graduate presentations, the moment you have all been waiting for. The graduates will be grouped and called up in the following order. You need to listen now. 1, diplomas. 2, advanced diplomas. 3, undergraduate certificates, and 3, graduate certificate in renewable energy technologies, 4, undergraduate certificates, 5, Bachelor of Science, 6, graduate certificates, 7, graduate diplomas, and 8, Master of Engineering. I've got one extra that's not on the slide. We will call graduates in attendance first, and then we'll go to the online graduates before moving on to the next faculty. We ask that each group be ready at the side of the stage over here for their name to be called. For those of you in the first 2 groups, so those of you who have completed a diploma or advanced diploma, please make your way to the side of the stage now. Anu's here waiting for you. When your name is called, you will receive a sash and a letter of congratulations. And please remember to look at the photographer. Where will you be standing? Right there. The photographer is right there. So stop, look at the photographer before you exit the stage. So you'll walk up here and you'll exit the stage that side. Can I ask the audience, please, to withhold applause until the end of each group? I would now like to invite EIT's Deputy Dean in Damar TV to the stage to read the graduate names, and also Dr. Steve Mackay and Dr. Gail Dennett to present graduates with their sashes and letters of congratulations. Thank you. There we go.
All right, we'll start with the diplomas and the advanced diplomas. Sharon Bowler. And online, we have Kolawale Adeniye. Congratulations. Moshe Mabikwa. And Danny Millard. Next, we have the advanced diploma graduates. Rene Descartes Cabanatan Alviar. Aaron Sandy.
Congratulations, Aaron. Very good achievement.
Mary Olgbin. Not here. Robert Arela.
Congratulations, Robert.
Stelvio Bartholomew.
Congratulations, Sylvia.
Jessine Berger.
Congratulations, Jason.
Daniel Bishop.
Congratulations.
Daniel Bonner.
Congratulations, Daniel.
Justin Burns.
Congratulations, Justin. Well done.
Ryan Kale. No. Ray Crawshaw. No. Ashley Cunningham. Thomas Dare.
Congratulations, Thomas.
Brendan Fogarty.
Congratulations, Ben.
Ruth Kaelin Guardilema.
Congratulations, Ruth.
Zara Hashimi.
Congratulations, Zara.
Darren Hatton.
Congratulations, Darren. This place is
Paul Johnson.
Congratulations, Paul.
Shirley Com.
Congratulations, Shirley.
Kylie Maloney.
Congratulations, Kylie.
Dwayne Matthews.
Congratulations,
Manfred Mazua.
Congratulations, Manfred. You're doing a great job there, indeed.
Stephen Mikulski.
Congratulations, Stephen. Good job.
Matthew McMaster.
Congratulations, Matthew.
Troy Menel.
Congratulations, Troy.
R12 Mupataringa.
Congratulations, R12. Singular achievement.
Muhammad Uzair Naeem. Duncan Nicholas. Jonathan Nidoy.
Congratulations, Jonathan. Well achieved.
Daniel Noon.
Congratulations. Thank you.
John O'Shea. Oh. Marley Manapuru.
Congratulations, Marty.
James Spencer.
Congratulations, James. Good achievement.
Jason St. Martin.
Congratulations, Jason.
Breno Caesar Stylianodakis Pesana. Eugenio Sugalan.
Very nice. Congratulations, Mia.
Brendan Watts.
Congratulations, Brendan. Singular achievement.
Gift Weston.
Congratulations, Gift. Fantastic.
And the following are online graduates. Andrew Aldrich. Kent Alvarado. Elizabeth Amutnia. Mohammed Azad. Murray Ball. Ogden Belfin. Cabo Boifang. Glenn Buisen. Kim Brandreth. John Campbell. Shorai Augustine Shirubu. Manuel Colo. Fayaz Dean. Collins Ejenabo, Mohammed El Hanam, Darren Evans, Paul Francisco, Nils Friedrich, Zito Fulede, Alan Gilbert, Jason Gittens, Jesaja Hango, Jonathan Harris, Warwick Higham, Andrew Holmway, Michaela Hughes, Hamish Jones, Mishingo Hope Kerebotswe, oh, it's not moving, Patrick Mahalangu, John Maitland, Elias Makanyere, Ogile Maripe, Aubrey Sifo Mashele, no, Graham McAllister, Martin McGrath, Fumezo Arthur Mukun Khelwa, Danny Millard, Alfred Kalunga Miselo, Moses Morolong, Kamahelo Mosinga, Ranias Mitiswa, Lafi Mudina, Isula Muhunga, Wilson Mujuru, Benjamin Murchi, Takawira Musendo, Ero Nakapipi, Wezakule Nkube, Saone Nkane, Nur Nobi, Tagiso Niambe, Marcelo Ono, Franklin Palyohamba, Kesegoste Pachwane, David Rogers, Carl Schroeter, Gibson Shiova, David Simonow, Darren Smith, Michael Sovereign, Michael Steed, Scott Tasker, and Lloyd Van Niekerk. So put your hands together for the diploma and advanced diploma graduates. Yep. Can I please get the next three groups, undergraduate certificates, the Bachelor of Science, and the graduate certificates. Please line up on the side.
Brilliant job.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you very much. It's a lot of names to read out. Paul was reading them in South Africa.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Because I'm at the back and I'm like trying to run away.
No, no.
Yeah. Is that enough distance?
Doing a brilliant job. It's so exhausting.
Jeremy Alfanta. Daniel Bishop. And online we have Talent Matiza. Bachelor of Science next. Ronesh Bharatlal. Tyson Brandis. Mark Buckley. Satvinder Singh Davgotra. Uvesh Divan. Thank you. Gangesh Garg. Ritik Miglani. Testimony Onoja. Nikhil Patel. Dhaval Kumar Prajapati. Muhammad Saqib. Harpreet Singh. Kamaljeet Singh. Ravinder Singh. Shiv Gopal Singh. Prem Sundar. The next few are online graduates for our Bachelor of Science program. We have Irsa Ahmed Ansari, Daniel Iko Baidu, James Davis, Santiago Anguselmo, Mark Buckley, Carlene Gomo, Tangeni Kapewasa, Mark Mulkani, Kurnal Prajapati, William, he's here? Oh. Come on. Kurnal Praja.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
William Peterson. Kolyo Roydev. Farai Clive Takarupiva. And next we'll have the graduate certificates. Now, while we are giving this, if the graduate diploma and Master of Engineering, if you can line up as well. Reza Amini. Eugene Benches. Smyrna Enase. John Paul Ifratio.
Congratulations, John Paul. It's fantastic to certificate.
Prem Sundar.
Back again. Good. Very good.
And we have a few online graduates for the graduate certificate. Rigor Aspa. Lawrence Kumba, Michael Dubos, Ganapati Pillai Jagapriyan, Tony Kiprios, and Robert Cochin. Please put your hands together for our undergraduate students, Bachelor of Science, and the graduate certificates. Next, we have the graduate diplomas and our Master of Engineering students, or I should say graduates. Benjamin Ogunshola, Temegesen Tekan, Sydney Abiodun,
Congratulations, Sydney.
Precious Areja,
Congratulations, Precious.
Eugene Benjes, Muhammad Bashir, Ray Croshaw,
Congratulations, Ray. A huge single achievement. You deserve a good year. Congratulations.
Monzer El Halak, Praveen Gowri, Gagandeep Kaur, Ryan Lucas, Akhil Mandadi, Mohammad Shiraf Masahir, Malwande Malaba. Nat Takwan Nyogan.
Congratulations. A long journey, but
Felix Oko. Victor Onoja.
well overdue. Congratulations.
Harleen Rati. Ashish Rawal. Farhan Riaz. Syed Yasir Syed Safiullah. Rahul Sharma. Jasbir Singh. Harinder Singh. Samyak Tapol. Eshan Ullah. Liana Veerasinghe. Santosh Gimri. Farai Gutu. Trimore Marisa. Muhammad Mustagas, Faraz Nadeem, Stephen Ogumbemi, Amos Olonguleko, Kanwal Pal Singh, the rest are going to be online graduates. Oluwade Oyedoyin, Sanish Sam, and Don Subasinghe. And put your hands together for our Master of Engineering graduates.
Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Gail, Indu, and Steve. I don't know about you, my cheeks are hurting from smiling so much. That was incredible. We're going to take a 10-minute intermission now. So, yeah, probably a 7-minute intermission. So, if I could ask you to be back in your seats at about 7:05, and then we'll do the special graduate awards. Thank you very much, and congratulations, everyone. if I could ask everyone to please take their seats again for the Special Graduate Awards. And please, when you take your seats, enjoy the cheese and crackers and fruit on your tables. Right, so there will be lots of photo opportunities at the end. In fact, that photo wall is going to be moving with us onto the terrace. We would like to present the Special Graduate Awards, so if you would please take your seats now. And as I said, you are welcome to tuck into the cheese and crackers and delicious fruit on your tables while we are presenting these special awards. And to present tonight's Special Graduate Awards, I would like to welcome to the stage EIT's Vocational Education and Training College Manager, Paul Salenza. Thank you, Paul. Come on up.
This part of the ceremony is where we give special recognition to EIT students with the Graduate Special Awards. Students were asked to nominate themselves or one of their colleagues for one of these 4 awards. These awards include the Academic Excellence Award, the Dean's Entrepreneurship Award, the Commitment to Community Award, and the Resilience in Action Award. We received a large number of nominations for these awards, and we want to firstly congratulate everyone that took part. Reading about the challenges that many of you overcame to achieve your qualification was truly heartwarming and humbling. So many of you have shown resilience and navigated some huge challenges to be here graduating today. Also, the stories we received about the contributions and impact EIT students are making to their communities is extremely admirable. We wish we could give all the nominees a special award. However, there can only be one winner for each category tonight. The first award we will announce is the Academic Excellence Award. This graduate who will be winning this award completed a Masters in Industrial Automation with EIT in October 2021. The Masters course comprises of 12 3-unit modules and the project thesis, which is 12 units. Of all modules, this graduate had 10 high distinctions, including his project thesis, and 3 distinctions with an overall grade point average of 3.81 out of 4. This translates to a weighted average mark of 88%. This graduate describes his ambition as not limited to obtaining good grades, but to have a deeper understanding and practical insights about industrial automation in the modern era. Based in Nigeria and joining us online this evening, the winner of the Academic Excellence Award is Amos Ologunleko. The next award we will present is the Dean's Entrepreneurship Award. The winner of this award completed a Master of Engineering Electrical Systems with EIT. He currently works as a Senior Overhead Wiring Engineer for WSP Australia within the Victorian Rail Engineering Division. On top of his full-time job, this graduate is also working on starting his own design firm and becoming an independent contractor and subject matter expert in overhead wiring and substation design. This graduate is tailoring his electrical design experience at work by choosing complex projects that will help him attain the necessary experience for his own business. This graduate shared with us his vision for the business he is creating, and we wish him all the best. Also joining us online this evening, the winner of the Dean's Entrepreneurship Award is Sanish Sam. The next award is the Commitment to Community Award. The winner of this award completed an Advanced Diploma of Industrial Automation with EIT. He is currently working with the Process Control Engineering team at Rio Tinto in Waipa, Australia. He attributes getting this role in part to his studies with EIT. He participates in 2 community engagement groups with Rio Tinto. Firstly, the Female Diversity Group, where he helps to inspire and motivate women to either return to the workforce or broaden their horizons with further training. Secondly, he engages in a peer support group where he volunteers and supports any workmates that need someone to talk to if they are going through a rough time. On top of this, the winner of this award is also working on closing the gap and improving the communication between engineers and tradesmen to achieve better project outcomes at Rio Tinto. Also joining us online this evening, the very deserving winner of the Commitment to Community Award is David Simonor. The final award for this evening is the Resilience in Action Award. The winner is here with us in person tonight. So perhaps Dr. Steve Mackay, can I ask you to join me on stage in congratulating this graduate? Again, we want to reiterate that there were so many deserving entries to this and the other awards. It was very hard to choose a winner. So many of our graduates showed incredible resilience in order to complete their studies. The winner of the Resilience in Action Award completed a Master of Engineering Industrial Automation with EIT. However, his journey to get to this point was filled with many challenges. This graduate had not 1, but 2 hospital stays, emergency surgeries, and long recoveries during his studies. He would attend online lectures and complete assessments from his hospital bed. At one point, he only had the function of one of his arms, which meant that his typing capacity was also reduced. Despite these challenges, this graduate completed his thesis and passed his Master of Engineering with a higher distinction average. The winner of the Resilience in Action Award is Eugene Banteles.
Thank you, Paul and Steve. And I must tell you, that's probably the last time tonight I'm going to have to walk up those stairs in heels. And I've prayed every time that I wouldn't trip and embarrass myself. Now, that brings the formalities of this evening to an end. And hasn't it been fantastic? Just look at that backdrop that we've had behind us. Quite spectacular. Once again, I would like to congratulate all the EIT graduates, both those of you here in person and those of you online. And I'd also like to thank tonight's speakers. At 7:30, so in about just under 15 minutes' time, we will be moving down the hallway and onto the Champions Terrace for the cocktail party. Beer, wine, soft drinks, tea and coffee will be available on the terrace, and spirits can be purchased. All dietary requirements will be catered for. There are vegetarian options available, and all the food is halal. If you have a special dietary requirement, please make yourself known to the wait people, and they will help you. We'll also be, as I said earlier, moving the media wall. That incredible EIT media wall is coming with us onto the terrace. So those of you who haven't had a chance yet to have your photo taken in here, there will be opportunities on the terrace for the professional photographer to capture more photos of the graduates and their guests. Professional photos will be available to you in an online gallery by the end of next week. Please remember, hired gowns need to be returned to the gown desk by 8:30 p.m. And lastly, before we move to the terrace, can we get a photo of all the graduates together? So we'd like all the graduates to make their way to the EIT wall over there, and we're going to get a group photo. Thank you all for being here this evening, and enjoy the rest of it. Thank you.
Wait, everybody, wait. I promise you I won't give a speech. I did want to quickly say a big and warm thank you to our lovely MC tonight. Kim, thank you. Warmth and enthusiasm all the way through. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And now if you can make your way
Actually,
down.
before you go, sorry, there is just, it's not a speech, just two more thank yous. We have enjoyed a lovely evening so far. I know it's not over, but it takes a lot of organising, and we have two amazing ladies who've worked endlessly to bring this all together. The ones pretending to be busy here. Thank you, Anna. You've just given your flowers away to Kim. And Vinka, there. Yes, you've got your own flowers. So Vinka, please put your hands together for these wonderful ladies. And thank you, that's for you. Thank you, everybody. Come on, Vinky, you too.
Come get a photo.
That other one's for you, but you were so long with these. You should have to give them to Kim.
No, you can take these.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Graduates, please make your way down to the wall for the photo and enjoy the rest of your evening.